you ever feel like you're walking through a shadow, a place where the light seems so far away? That feeling of being utterly lost, perhaps like the ground beneath your feet has dissolved and everything you once held onto feels uncertain, maybe even gone. It's a profound and often lonely place to be. Many of us know this path. It's a deep ache, a quiet cry from the soul. But what if this very darkness, this intense period of confusion or despair, isn't an ending? What if it's not a sign that you've failed or that you're broken beyond repair? What if instead it's the very beginning of something profoundly important? A sacred first step on a path towards a deeper, truer you. It's a challenging thought, I know, especially when you're in the midst of it, but it's one that holds so much quiet hope. This experience, often called the dark night of the soul, can feel like everything is falling apart. Old dreams might shatter, relationships might shift in painful ways, or the sense of who you thought you were can just crumble. There can be sadness, a deep weariness, maybe even a sense of emptiness. It's as if the colors of life have faded to gray, and joy feels like a distant memory. And in those moments, it's so easy to feel terribly alone, as if no one could possibly understand the depth of what you're moving through. Please know you are not alone in this. This is a profoundly human experience. Ancient wisdom traditions understood these profound periods of inner darkness. The alchemists of old, who were looking for ways to transform not just metals, but the human spirit, had a special name for this initial stage. They called it nigredo, the blackening, or the blacker than black. It sounds rather stark, doesn't it? But it wasn't meant to be frightening. They saw it as a crucial phase of disillusion, a time where things are broken down to their very essence. Imagine a gardener clearing away old, tangled growth to prepare the soil for new seeds. That clearing process, that breaking down, is the nigredo. It's the soul's winter. In our own lives, this blackening isn't about something outside of us turning dark. It's an internal process. It's when the old ways of being, the masks we might have worn, the beliefs that no longer serve our deepest truth, begin to dissolve. And yes, this can feel incredibly disorienting. It can feel like a loss, a death of sorts, because in a way it is. Parts of our old selves are dying away. But this death isn't a final stop. It's the necessary compost for new life, for a more authentic self to emerge. It's the psyche's way of saying, hush now, this isn't working anymore. We need to let go, to make space, to find what truly matters. This stage isn't a punishment or a mistake. It's a profound, often unconscious movement towards wholeness. Carl Jung, a wise guide who explored the depths of the human soul, understood this process so well. He often spoke of the importance of confronting our shadow, those parts of ourselves that we might have hidden away or felt ashamed of. He knew that we don't become whole by imagining figures of light, but by making the darkness conscious. Jung once said, "The way to light is through the darkness." What a comforting thought that is. It means that this difficult passage you might be experiencing isn't a detour from your path. It is the path. It's the courageous journey into your own depths to retrieve lost parts of yourself, to heal, and to become more fully who you are meant to be. He also noted, no tree, it is said, can grow to heaven unless its roots reach down to hell. And perhaps what he meant for us in our everyday lives is that our greatest resilience, our deepest understanding, and our most authentic light often blossom from having navigated our most challenging inner terrain. It's in these dark, fertile grounds that the seeds of our future strength are sown. This dark night, then, isn't a failure. It's a field being tilled, preparing for a new kind of harvest. So, this period of disillusion, this nigredo, is not about being destroyed. It's about being unmade, so that you can be remade, more aligned with your soul's true blueprint. It's like the caterpillar dissolving in the chrysalis. To the caterpillar, it must feel like the end of the world. But from that very disillusion, something entirely new, something with wings, is waiting to be born. This dark night creates that kind of profound transformation. It strips away the non-essential, sometimes painfully, layer by layer, until we reach a core of authenticity. And while it feels like a breaking, it is also a breaking open. It is an invitation whispered from the deepest part of you to shed what is no longer true and to make way for what is. So, if you find yourself in this shadowed valley, if you feel like you're in that process of inner blackening, try to hold on to this gentle thought. You are not just falling apart. You are in a sacred, transformative process. You are on the courageous path of becoming. It's okay if it feels messy and unclear. It's okay to grieve what's passing away. Be incredibly gentle with yourself during this time. Offer yourself the same kindness you would offer a dear friend who is struggling. Trust that even in the deepest darkness, there is a hidden purpose, a silent wisdom guiding you towards your own unique dawn. This is not the end of your story. It is a profound, essential, and often heroic new beginning. What small comfort or what quiet practice helps you find a little light when you're navigating through your own darker moments? I would be so honored to hear your gentle reflections in the space below. Sharing our journeys can make the path feel a little less lonely for all of us. Thank you for spending this time with me, for allowing these words to accompany you for a little while. It means more than you know. Remember, even the longest night eventually gives way to morning. You are stronger than you feel and more whole than you currently see. Sending you peace for your journey inward. Until we meet again.